Welcome to day 13 of the Jelly Postcard Play hosted by Carrie Griffiths, Carrie the Crafter. And I'm thinking about using baby wipe, like leftover baby wipes. I often keep my, inky, painty baby wipes. I just let them dry. I try to dry them flat. And then I just keep them, once they're dry, I put them in a bin and I use them kind of like fabric. Some are like more fabric-y because they're just ink, so they still feel nice and soft. But some of them, like this one is paint, so it's kind of crusty and crunchy. This one here kind of caught my eye, and it's definitely paint. I can feel it. So I thought I would adhere it to a backing and then cut out a postcard size and then do some jelly printing on top of that. I don't know if you noticed, but each side of the baby wipe looks slightly different. I liked this side up and I just glued it down with some ultra matte gel because it has a pretty low water content and it just helps, keep the moisture at the back, and then this still feels nice and soft. And you could use Fabri-Tac glue, but I find that really seeps through as well. So I think I'm going to cut it, I think here, because I think I like this black on the edge. I like the gold there. And I'm going to just put my postcard here to save where I want to cut it. And it might be a little too thick for the trimmer that I have, so I'm just going to cut it using some good old-fashioned scissors. It might have worked in my trimmer, but this is fine too. Whoops, not every postcard has to be perfectly straight, although it's preferred. And I just try to hold it near where I'm cutting. And I'm hoping you can hear me okay. I noticed that when I'm editing a lot of my videos, I do start to talk softly, and it also depends like where my phone is. I do film on my phone, so I don't have a fancy setup. I should try to maybe get a proper camera. Well, that's kind of cool there though. Do I want to do that? That almost looks like a sky and a flower and the ground. Oh dear, that's hard to choose. Let me just see here. Because originally I was thinking I would do a vertical card this way, but maybe that would be, cooler. Okay, let's, all right, I'm already changing my plan. And we just started. What the heck, hey? So what I was planning to do on here, now I'm thinking, I need to maybe change my idea because this doesn't have any gel printing yet. So I want to add some gel printing. And I was thinking, and even these are kind of cool strips you could add to your journals. You could emboss them. I have a video about embossing fabric that you glued down. Actually, this is a thick mixed media paper. And my concept was to gel print on top of this. And I was thinking about using this eyelash yarn to make a fun texture. This is this eyelash knitting yarn. So we could, if we kind of go around the edges. Let's see what that does. Now we have to remember that this is a 5x7 plate and we're actually making our postcard 4x6. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm placing my items. So I'm going to use black. So I want it pretty thick so I get some good juicy patterns. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of just bring this around, and I'm thinking I want to bring it around the top. I want to keep it kind of like wavy. Is that gonna be in the frame? I'll bring that in a bit. I don't want it to be all the same direction. Okay, so now I gotta take off the extra paint. So I'm just gonna use this to do that. And I need to take off more because I have a lot of paint on there. Just turn that over, use the other side. Now for it to adhere to the baby wipe, it has to be pretty thick and juicy. So let's just go for it. And I need a piece of paper. I'm running out of pieces of paper. I have this piece here. I'm gonna let that dry fully before pulling it. And hopefully we got that pattern on there. And then we'll decide what else to do with this card. So while that's dry, I actually ran that extra little piece we had through embossing folder. I did it through this texture fades. And it's hard to see it. You can really feel it. But what you can do is you can just kind of use an ink pad over top. This is a copper ink. And you just lightly run it over the surface. And then it will kind of highlight the, the areas. Let's use a little bit of gold too. This one is the Galaxy Gold. Whoopsie. Oh my gosh, it just totally fell apart. Well, that's interesting. So that's something you could, this might make a nice bookmark. Maybe I will put this into my giveaway pile, as I've mentioned in my lives. I don't know if I've mentioned it in a video yet, but I'm going to be doing a subscriber appreciation video at the end of July, and I'll be giving away different products that were donated, as well as some little prize packs of some jelly prints and extra postcards that I've made. And that's going to be live on July 31st during my live stream. And some of the prizes are going to be for my online viewers that cannot come to the lives. So those are going to be by a random comment picker under my video, my live stream video from July 10th. So if you want to enter for at least the online prizes, you can go watch that video and you can comment under there. You don't have to watch the whole video, but you do have to be a subscriber, and I'll be picking on the 31st. Yeah, so let's see what this does. Let's see how this looks. So some of it picked up. So that's kind of cool. And I like it's kind of like that it's fuzzy. It's interesting how these, the eyelash yarn almost gave a texture that's similar to this embossing folder. You know what? I think I might, should I emboss the whole card? I don't know. Do I want to emboss the whole card? And remember, embossing folders have two sides. They have the embossed side and the debossed side. You know what, maybe we'll do it this way. Once this paint dries, I'm going to run it through the other way so that I get this surface on here. So while I was waiting for inspiration to hit, I decided to pull the leftover paint off of that jelly plate using this Brilliant Purple Liquitex Basics Fluid. And it's just a really lovely color. It goes nice with the blues. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to put this little Timmy person and his little dog out here in the corner like he's in the forest? And that reminded me of Shabby Road Studio. She's been doing her jelly postcard plays. She's been doing, like, she randomly picks her card base and then she randomly picks out a little Timmy person. So just a little shout out to her, but check out I'm gonna link her video. Well, she's got quite a few videos about, you know, using the little Timmy people. I'll link one of them below. They're all really good. But I don't wanna, you know, ignore that there's lots of people doing this challenge, and check out everybody's videos. It's been a lot of fun. So shout out to everybody doing the challenge. But I thought that would be fun to put him here and then to maybe make a purple tree using our eyelash yarn right onto here. So I'm going to do that and then we can cut it out. So I'm just going to use a bit of the black. So we'll just do a little tree. Again, I'm going to have like some juicy paint here, but not too juicy because I do want the purple to show through. So I'm going to have to do that. And then I need to pick up around it using some paper. So that's our little tree. A little pom-pom tree. And then hopefully that'll give us a fun, and again, I have so much paint on there, I gotta use another paper. I don't wanna get my hands dirty. I'm just gonna fold this. Hope this works, a little experiment. And then I'm gonna put this right on it right away. Let that sit, and then we'll trim out our purple tree. Okay, let's pull that up. So there's our little tree. It's pretty big. Okay, I don't know if that was recording. I hope I recorded cutting the tree down. I'm having trouble with my phone. And then I use this alcohol marker to just colorize Timmy person. Little Timmy guy. I just use this lavender color. Okay, and I'm going to edge the tree with some black. Get rid of that white from the paper. Now, I'm going to put a quote on, but if you think of a different quote that you think would have been better, feel free to write it in the comments. I would love to hear it. Should we give him some purple paper to stand on too? Yeah, we should do that. So, a bit of a spoiler alert, I had some technical difficulties and accidentally filmed some of this in slow-mo, so the video quality, even if I sped it up, wasn't very good. So I just thought I'd take you through how I finished this card. And I do want to point out that the baby wipe gives it a real softness. So you could say like, well, you could just do that with cardstock. And yes, you could, but it just has a different feel that you don't get with cardstock. So I just wanted to point that out. I added this quote, the root of joy is gratefulness. And I was thinking about my little dog, Lucy, and how I'm really grateful for her little fluffy presence in my life. And I found this door in my stash. It was sent to me in Happy Mail, again, by Sophia Button. Thank you again, Sophia. And I added 13 to the door, just using a white Posca. And I glued it on using the Eileen's Tacky Glue, because it's quite strong and it does dry clear. So that's like not going anywhere. I do have footage of gluing this down, so I'll just add it to the end if you want to watch it kind of as like an outtake or whatever. And then also I did add gold around the edges using just gold paint and my finger, and it picks up some of that texture from the leaves, which is kind of cool. And I added a bit of gold in behind through the landscape there. That was done using our eyelash yarn. So that was a fun little project. This totally went in a different way than what I expected, which is, I think that's a fun part of doing mixed media art, is you have a plan, but then your path kind of veers and you end up somewhere else. And I am also grateful of all my viewers, and I do have a giveaway coming at the end of July. If you watch my stream on July 10th, you have more information about that giveaway, but I'll be mentioning it again. Thanks so much for watching. This is card 13 for Carrie the Crafter's July postcard play. And thank you again, Carrie, for organizing this fun event that so many people are enjoying and partaking of. And I almost forgot to put my number. As I was looking for a number, I came across this Happy Mail that Sophia sent me, and I thought this little house would kind of fill in that space nicely, but you still can see the background behind it.
Attach that. I think I'll just use 3 dabs of the Eileen's Tacky Glue right in this triangle, because I don't think it will dry clear. I think this way it won't show as much. If it does show, it'll kind of get disguised by the window. Maybe this middle one too. So hopefully that's enough to keep that glued down. House on the hill. I wish I would have thought of it before. I would tuck it behind here. Maybe I'll just lift that up a bit. There we go. I'll sneak it in. I'll sneak it in there. Like that. And then I gotta re-glue that down. And I just pull that off of there, just a smidge. Okay, and I'm gonna hold that for a few minutes, and then once it's dry, I'll show you the finished card.
See you for card 14.